Welcome to another Temp-Cast video. In this one, we're going to show you how we built this heater. This was a unique build. It's not a thin stone. This is a full stone veneer, full bed veneer stone. Tricky to work with just because, and this is, as you consider what material you're going to use for your heater build. Cost-wise, buying full bed veneer stone is probably cheaper than buying thin stone, but it takes a little more skill. But when you consider it, there's different ways to buy stone. There's the completely random boulders, rubble stuff that you can get. You can get this, which is kind of a mid, where there's not definite heights. It's not cut to height. It's all random that way, and then there's the three-dimensional surface of the top of the stone too, sometimes relatively flat, sometimes not, sometimes requiring cuts. The use of a good hammer and chisel is pretty necessary to work with this. And then your easiest full bed veneer stone to work with is going to be the stone that's literally cut to heights. And so you have a definite, 2.5, 5, 8-inch heights so that you can predict where you're going to be with your various pieces. A lot nicer to work with. This is more difficult to work with. Some people love working with this. Not my favorite, but it looks great when it's all finished. So we're going to go through that process. This is not a heated bench. This is just a bench. And so we'll show you. It's very simple. On the outside, it's just a perimeter of stone. And then we build in a lip. For the first two courses are block, just to get us up to this height, and then the slabs get set down. And we'll kind of show you that. And then on this one, because of the nature of the stone wrapping all the way around with the face here like this, there's no way to get a clean out in down here. And so we put the clean out up. So it's right at your hearth height so that you have the ability to clean this out here. It is a top vent. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, enjoy the video and like and subscribe, and we'll try to answer your questions if you have any. All right, thanks. Okay, I just wanted to take a minute and just show you how we're doing this bench. This bench is not heated. There's no flue gases going through it. So basically it's just a veneer. We laid first course of stone in yesterday, which is really nice because you got something solid to work on top of the next day. We laid up our block and I cut a recess in this block. So the stone is going to sit on here and tuck underneath of the stone. So the hearthstone is going to sit on top of this ledge. It'll tuck in underneath of this stone here. And the air intake, the point of it is to make sure that when you open this, the air flows up into the door and the door distributes it into the fire. And when you close it, no air can get into the system. And so we're creating these walls and we're going to put a little stone or a couple block over the top of this. And the stone will come and butt up to this. This will all get sealed up so that this door is the only way air can get in. If we don't do this, what it can happen is, around the walls, or if there's little cracks in the stone, if it can seep in, it will seep in and it will get into your firebox. The chimney will just continuously pull it through the system, and that just cools your heater off. So that's the reason that this door is gasketed, so that it's tight. That one will need to be tightened. The door seals tight so that the air can't just flow through the system. So just wanted to show you that. So this is a simple bench. It will always be warm because this heater is going to radiantly heat it. It's still going to be a nice place to sit. It just won't be as toasty. It won't hold its own heat as long and give off more heat into the house. It's an absorber, not an emitter at this, when it's not directly heated, but it's still a nice place to sit. It's a great feature on any of these heaters. So. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. This is one of the taller heaters we've done. It's over 12 feet to the peak here. So we had the last scaffold in here. You probably saw all of that, but just a lot harder, something to consider when you're figuring cost, when you're figuring, your aesthetics. That's totally up to you. But just know that from a build standpoint, when you start getting above that 7 foot mark, it starts to cost more because we got to bring in scaffold, or your builder, he's got to bring scaffold in. And so it just, all of the production of covering the floors and making sure that, getting all of your material up on the scaffold now, it's not just in the house, it's up a flight. And so it's, when you do a 7 foot heater, maybe an 8 foot heater, you can do it off of like benches and set up plank around it. But once you get up above 7-8 feet, now you've got 5 foot frames, cross bracing, decking, and the whole works, so that you can get up that high and work. So it's something to consider when you're deciding about how tall to make yours. We have several people that have built them to 20 feet high, but it just adds a lot of cost. It's a lot of stone, it's a lot of labor, something to consider. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you can. It would be great. Thank you.